Hey everybody, Heather from Hooked on Pickin here. Our live stream for Thursday is here, and we're going to talk about some awesome ways to get sales this weekend. So we've got a few of you jumping on. Paul is going to join me here and be able to read all of your comments. And so this is a time for you. Every Thursday is the YouTube reseller information channel from Hooked on Pickin. So we definitely want to let you know that we're here to answer any question that we can about reselling. I've been really excited about how many of you have been signing up for my consultation calls. It's been a real blessing to be able to just share kind of my tips and tricks and all the things that I know just from experience in the reseller business, to hopefully fast track you to get into the reseller business. I've got some fun videos coming out in the very near future. Don't forget, tomorrow at noon, we're going to do our live stream unboxing. We do regular unboxings as well, but we've got a live one that we started doing every Friday, and you guys seem to really love that. So we've got one of those up and coming, so be excited for that. I'm in the process of processing one of the unboxings that you haven't yet seen, so that's why you see all of the bags of clothes behind us. But do we have anybody on
yes,
yet?
we have Mary says good morning.
Awesome.
Pam says hi.
All right.
And Angela says love your shows.
Awesome.
Isn't Heather amazing?
Yes. So
let's be honest, Heather's pretty amazing.
So there was a little bit of a glitch in the matrix yesterday with one of my videos. It ended up going live at an odd time, and then when it went live yesterday at my normal noon time, it didn't notify anybody. And so if you have not yet seen that one, it'll have some similar content, but you definitely want to watch. I walk you through exactly what we're going to be talking about today, but I actually show you how to do it. And so check that out. It's called Super Saturday Sales, Poshmark sales, Super Saturday sales.
We had 36 sales in one day, so we'll talk a little bit about that today too.
Yeah, we're definitely going to cover that. And so just as a reminder, we are going to ASD Market Week in Las Vegas, March 22nd through the 25th, and we are doing a meet and greet on the 24th, and it is filling up fast. I think we've only got like 1 or 2 more slots left for people to be to have Hooked on Pick and pay for your meal, but if you still want to come, you just have to buy your meal after the first 10 people. Right. And so we would love to still meet you, but I need to know you're coming because I have to reserve that many seats in the restaurant.
The tables only go up to 10. That's
right.
That's what we discovered too.
Right. And so if we can squeeze in a few more, I might be able to give them a phone call. So you have to contact me. And if for whatever reason you have contacted me and then you cannot come, please let me know that too, because we might have some last minute additions that because you won't be able to be there, they can join. But I'm super excited to meet all of you. It's filling up really fast, and I think it's going to be really fun. So
we're going to try to do a live show at the ASD Market Week. It's really not the greatest internet. Maybe they've improved some things, but we're going to try to find a spot to be able to do that. Try to give you a tour, and then also to, maybe if that doesn't work, we know the hotel's got pretty good internet, so then maybe we'll try there just to give you an update on what we discovered that week.
I know a lot of our live streams ended up being in the hotel room just because we had better internet, but we will record ASD Market Week and put it out there for you to be able to see exactly what it is, so you might consider going in the future as well.
Thomas says hi from New Hampshire.
Awesome. Hi, Thomas.
Naomi says good afternoon.
Awesome.
Michelle says hey and a wave. Rick says,
I think that's really funny that you said Thomas, Naomi, and Michelle, because we just had a family.
Oh, yeah.
We have a family in our church. Thomas and Michelle had a baby named Naomi.
Naomi, that's true.
Really funny. Sorry.
That's pretty clever.
I got distracted.
Rick says, good morning, everyone. Britt's Little Bunch says, happy to catch you live.
Awesome.
Yemi Reyes says, hi, I'm here. Laugh out loud.
Awesome.
Joy KM says, hi, I finally caught you live. I enjoy your channel so much. Denise says, happy Thursday. I thought she said happy Thanksgiving. I'm like, what? Again?
It's all right.
Sounds glorious.
He just can't read.
I can't read. Happy Thursday. Pink is your color, Heather.
Oh.
Yep.
Thanks. I don't wear a lot of pink.
She looks good, don't she?
Yeah, I like this color.
Gorgeous woman. Gorgeous. James says, hello. Eva, I think it's Eva or Eva, says, hi from Salem, Missouri. Look forward to all your videos. We are going to try to go to Missouri on February the 29th, I think.
Yes, there's a huge, massive flea market that basically is going to be in the Six Flags parking lot.
Yep.
So we're going to actually
We'll film that too.
Oh, don't worry. You're going to come with.
That's kind of my style of picking. I enjoy that kind of style.
Yeah, he does.
Hi, Margaret Hull says, hey, Paul and Heather in a wave. Lisa says, hi from Michigan. Janet Hook says, good morning, kids.
Hi, Mom.
Janet. Oh, my goodness. I don't know exactly how to pronounce this name, and I'm going to totally butcher it.
What does it look like?
Last name,
Oh, my. Yes.
Coolness? Coolness. You might be Coolness. Says, good morning. I love you guys. You have taught me so much. I'm so thankful. So forgive me for mispronouncing
We're
your
going
name.
to just call you XK from now on because that's your initials because we cannot say your name.
It's probably easier than I'm reading it.
Yes.
Helen says hi. Mandy Cleveland says, hi guys from the Clevelands. The flu is no fun.
Yes.
Yes, we've been praying for a young girl in our church that got the flu. She's been out, I guess since Sunday. They weren't able to come to church, and then she's been out of school this whole week, so we really are praying Cleveland family. So if you need something, let us know too.
Yep.
So, yep. Let's see here. Where am I at now? Oh, there it is. Aline Robinson. Hi, guys. Love your videos. And I got my t-shirt. Thank you.
Finally. She's been asking about it, and I'm like, I know. I shipped it.
You know, I think, Aline, I think you're from Australia.
Yeah, it just took a while.
I'm wondering, like, if the fires in Australia
delayed
anything, you know? Don't know. Christine says, hello again from Surprise, Arizona.
You just have to say it like that. You have to.
Yeah, goodness. Angela says, glad to be with you guys live. Helen says, hi. Lori says, glad to catch you live. You have inspired me to jump into the reseller world, and I am loving it from Oklahoma.
Perfect.
Isn't it fun?
It is fun.
Angela says, from Lake Wales, Florida. Lisa, hello there. It's been a while in a hospital, but better. Missed you. Well, Lisa, we hope you are feeling much better. XK says, it's okay, laugh out loud. Forgive me. Lisa says, I had pneumonia again. That is not good.
Not good.
Lori says, hello from Alabama. Angela says, I'm glad to catch you live. Hi from Lake Wales, Florida. Lisa says, now I'm reading to go. Laugh out loud. I'm ready to go, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Bethany P says, hi, y'all. Cooking while watching.
Awesome, yeah.
What you cooking?
We're coming over.
We're coming over right after the show.
Right after the show, Bethany. We're going to come eat.
Survivor. I like this. Survivor McGuire. I like that name. Says, what's up, guys? Lisa says, thanks, guys. Pam says, I've been sick with a cold, and I might have an operation on my knee. They gave me a knee brace and a cane, and I got to give me a shot in the knee and see if that works first. Yeah, I've had a knee surgery myself, so it's no fun, but my knee feels great. Feels great today. Lisa says, feel better, Pam. Yes, absolutely. So we got like tons of prayer requests, to be honest with you, on here.
Okay.
So,
yeah. All right, so basically we're going to talk about our Super Saturday sales, which we did put a video out yesterday about that, but like I said, the notification did not go to everyone. There was a glitch in the matrix.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I totally dated myself with that one. Anyway, so check that out if you didn't see that video yesterday. I'll try to, after this live stream, tag it at the end of this video so it'll just pop up in one of those boxes. So thank you to all my patrons, but we're going to talk about how we always get amazing weekend sales.
Yeah, a lot of people have sent in comments through YouTube saying, how do you sell so much on Poshmark? Well, there's a couple of tips first off the bat. Number one tip is that
share.
You got to share.
Yeah.
It's the fun part of that platform, but it's also the biggest drawback of that platform. Literally, if you are an eBay user and an eBay reseller, you put it on eBay and you can pretty much forget about it until it sells. You know what I mean?
Same thing with a lot of other. Macari's the same way.
A lot of other sites. This one, you have to constantly stay engaged. And some people are just like, it's too much work.
That's when you recruit family members and say, hey, I'll pay you X amount of dollars if you share my store.
Yeah, you can do that.
You know, 3 times a day or something like that.
And it helps. We don't have separate stores, so we have the same store. So Heather sometimes share, I sometimes share. Whenever you get a few moments, all those moments where you're sitting, you're waiting for the oil to get changed in the car or something to happen or the
You're in the pickup line after your kid's playing 100 different sports.
Preacher's too boring. Pull out your phone and
no,
share.
don't do that.
Don't do that at all.
The other thing too is like a lot of times him and I will be watching shows at night. I'll start at the bottom of the closet, he'll start at the top, and we'll kind of meet in the middle, and it takes a lot less time to go ahead and share while we're just watching a show, kind of decompressing at night.
Yep. There are robots and bots that you can get. They are against Poshmark policy currently. I am wondering if they will change that policy someday, but as currently they haven't.
Yeah.
So, it's you've got to share.
Yeah.
But when we do our Saturday sales, how do we even start talking about this exactly?
Okay, so just start with one example. So, so if you have a particular jacket, and in the example I did yesterday, we had this Western style coat that we've had on there forever. And so every Saturday, one of the things that we do is we go down and we actually discount every single item in our store. It might be by $1, it might be by $5, it might be by percentages. And so that will definitely help give you more sales on the weekend. And it usually takes us about an hour and a half to do the entire store.
We have 450 items in the store currently.
Right. And so what that does is anytime you send discount that item, anybody who has hearted or liked the item gets a notification. But we kind of walk through what happens if you discount the item and then the notification doesn't go to anybody. So that's happened before. I'll let you explain that.
Basically, Poshmark allows you to send 3 different offers, but as soon as you hit the 30% offer of a discount offer, then you can't send any more offers. It kicks back saying the offer was not sent. You have to offer something lower than that every 90 days. And if you've offered lower than 30%, you're probably getting rid of all of your profit margin. So what I go ahead and do every Saturday is we lower the price of every item. I don't go lower than $5 on any item. Matter of fact, if it sat there for $5 for more than 2 weeks, I usually clear it out of our closet, which is our store on Poshmark.
And we donate it.
Usually donate it. Sometimes it goes to a family member or something like that, but usually donate it. But those items that, let's say they're, $40, and I'm going to discount that 10%, so now it's $36, and then I'm going to give them a 30% discount on top of that, and it goes to every person that has liked or hearted that particular item. And doing that this Saturday was a good day for us. We had 36 sales on that one day. And I know there's a lot of Poshmark folks that say, I don't get 36 sales in a month. So really look at, are you sending offers to people? It is rare for us to make a sale that we haven't made an offer.
Yeah, so that also brings into play, if you want to sell an item for $40, don't list it for $40.
Correct.
Because once you send that offer, then you're going to drop below that $40 mark. And so you need to price your item accordingly. So you're going to list it initially for around $50, $56, something like that, so that when you eventually do offer that 30% discount, it's still above what you wanted to get for it. And so price your items accordingly so that when you do send as big of an offer as 30% and then even a shipping discount, which is required. Anytime you send an offer, you have to do a shipping discount. We usually just do the $1.80. But it all adjusts so that your earnings show still exactly what you're going to earn. So once you do that 30% off and you do the shipping discount, your earnings number adjusts so you know exactly how much you're actually going to make in pocket. So be aware of that when you're pricing your items. Price them just a smidge higher. But yeah, he's right. Most of our sales come from responding to offers or sending out offers.
It's fairly routine on Poshmark that if you have a pair of shoes that are $70 that you're trying to sell them for, you will get somebody will give you a counter offer or send you an offer and say, how about 35? And so, I mean, that's fine if you only have $8 in the pair of shoes, which most of the time that's where we're buying our shoes for. But there are times you can say, well, no, not 35. You counter back with 55. You settle maybe on 45. You know, you didn't get your 70 though.
Right.
So, but if you would have started those shoes at 45 instead of 70, you know, they might have offered you 15. So it's kind of the game, if you will, that Poshmark plays. Very rare for us to make a sale just they bought it for the exact same price that it was. It does happen.
Yeah.
It does happen, but very rare. Let's catch up on some questions here. Let's see. Marie says, I have a whole bunch of stuff to sell. Anybody want it? The Thrifty Shopper vlog says, good morning to both of you this beautiful day. Lisa says, yes, Wholesale Hunters. Hello from freezing New York.
Awesome.
Kenzo Tube says, hi. Wilcher Lewis says, explain what you mean by share on Poshmark. Poshmark is an app that you resell on, of course. And Poshmark is every time that you hit the little share button,
which is a little kind of square with two arrows.
Right.
You're sharing to your followers, because what you do on Poshmark is you gain followers on your closet, and then you share to your followers. Once you do that, that item pops at the top of their homepage feed when they open up their Poshmark app. And so you always want your items to be visible. When they're scrolling through, you want yours to be seen and not all the way down at the bottom. So what it does is it's time sensitive. So if you haven't shared in 2 hours, you're going to be way down at the bottom. But if you share like a minute or two ago, it's going to be at the top of their feed.
And it depends how they shop. Like if you have a pair of Nike shoes and you were the last person to share your Nike shoes, if they're searching for Nike shoes, yours is the first one to pop up, or at least that's the theory that it is. And I'm sure there's some kind of algorithm, that we don't quite understand, but it does seem if we don't share, like when we go on vacation and we don't share, we make literally no money. We might make one sale or no sales, but as soon as we get back and start sharing again, then it takes off.
Also, if you like this content, you can buy me a coffee. Go ahead and hit that super chat button. You can shoot some cash over this direction. We love having you guys on live. It's been awesome. And big thank you to all my patrons. I picked up a few more, which I'm really excited about. And so you guys get notified anytime the live stream is going. And I usually put a little minimal description in there about what we're going to talk about. So you guys always get a little bit of a sneak peek into exactly what we're going to talk about, a little bit more than just the title.
Right. Sarah says, just signed up to Poshmark yesterday. Great timing for me. I made sure to follow you guys first thing.
Yes, watch the video yesterday. The Super Saver Saturday, Saturday sales. Saturday sales.
We'll actually show you on the computer, Sarah, exactly how we went ahead and did that. And hopefully that will help you.
Yeah, I did some screen sharing. I also showed you each and every item that sold on that 36 item day. We kind of breezed through that pretty fast, but then we show you.
I got a lot of questions.
All right, so stop talking, Heather, so we can answer some questions.
Okay, Wholesale Hunters, which categories are new Amazon sellers ungated in automatically? Just wondering which items I should invest in to start selling on Amazon.
Toys, general merchandise.
Not necessarily. Amazon's.
They're cracking down on a lot of that stuff.
They're doing all kinds of funky stuff.
My recommendation is to get the Amazon Seller account and then use your Amazon Seller app and scan or cut and copy your UPC in before you make a liquidation purchase or any kind of retail purchase, because it'll say restricted right over the picture if you are or are not able to sell it.
Normally, it was general merchandise, household goods, and toys. It's like you could sell in almost everything in those categories. But then we had some folks say, well, they won't let me sell in toys at all in the entire category. And that was a head scratcher to us. My guess is because they signed up close to Christmas, like Amazon was flooded with toys and they just said, nope, cut them off. Nobody can sell in toys that's coming in new to Amazon. And they'll do that randomly. So I think it's a little different for every person. I don't think there's a hard, fast rule for that, but
I think they ungate you in what they need.
Right. I think that's
Did we get a super chat?
We did. $5, Wholesale Hunters. Says, love your channel. Let's see. I am way down there. Okay. Mike says, hello, you lovely folks. How is everybody today?
Good.
Marie says, I have so much stuff, but I don't know where to start, and I'm sick with autoimmune disease, and it's really hard for me to do, and I don't have any help.
Well, just start slow. Just give yourself a goal. I'm going to post 2 things this week. You know what I mean? It needs to be an attainable goal, or if you feel like you can do 10 things that week, then just give yourself a goal and stick to it.
Very good. Kenneth says, good morning. I still love you guys. God bless.
Awesome.
Thank you. Michelle says, there's another way. So you shared and it wasn't sent to anyone. You get into the item. You click to each person that has liked the item and add that item to their bundle. Yeah, that would be another way to do it too. D. Kiona says, good morning, Heather and Paul. Unusual Vintage says, hello, Heather and Paul. Michelle says that might not have been ready to buy when you sent the original offer. Also, when you bundle it to them personally, you don't have to offer a shipping discount. That is true.
Yes.
When you bundle, you don't have to do that. DeLorean Fan 81 says, good morning, guys, and everyone else. Michelle says, I've sold lots like that. I do it all the time. Excellent idea.
Yep.
Chris says, how do you find stock photos for your listings that aren't on Amazon?
Google.
Yep.
If I buy a lot from Bulq too, and a lot of times their manifest will give you the exact title that when you Google it, you can actually find the exact item. Just be careful though. Sometimes they're not exactly the same.
Yes, and you need to have it to be exactly the same. What do we use? Yahoo Image Search.
Yeah.
And that does help quite a bit.
Yep.
Let's see here. Marie says, I guess no one can see me. Nope, Marie, I see you. Survivor McGuire says, Poshmark pretty much annoys me. I sent all my jazz as low as possible and let the stuff sell itself. Lots of rude people come to my store. Yeah, I know.
Listen, when you're selling online, you can't take anything personally because they're not looking at your face, and so they just they're
looking for a deal, man.
They're looking for a deal, and sometimes they're mean about it. Like that $70, $20 offer, has happened to us multiple times. He's like, "What? You just undercut me by like a huge amount. Yeah. I'm not going to sell it to you for that."
I've had worse things than that.
Oh, yeah. It's been a lot worse.
Yep. But I always counter offer.
Yep.
I always counter offer. Michelle says, if anyone is new to Poshmark, I have a very detailed 10-step video to start selling and earning a Poshmark. Well,
awesome.
Good. Check it out. There was the Wholesale Hunters $5 Super chat donation.
Awesome.
Thank you very much for that. AKA Fishing says, I have 3 pairs of Soto women's embroidered boots, size 11. I have not sold a pair. Started at $99 because brand new. The tag was $129, and they are new with tags, but have dropped them to $69. Any advice how to sell them? Have anybody hearted them on Poshmark? I would make sure you've offered those folks a special deal. It just goes to that individual, so that can definitely help. And sadly, everything gets run by the market.
Well, and a lot of times too, when he has a high dollar item and he's like, let me see if I can get to this to sell, a lot of times he'll share it over and over and over, just that one item.
I do
over
that
and
sometimes.
over again. And so it basically blows up your followers' feeds. They do not get a notification every time you share something. It's just whenever they open their app, your item is at the top. And so that's an option too, just if you're sitting there watching TV.
And share to parties. So next time it's, I think that's a shoe.
Or a boot, yeah.
So you just share like crazy to that shoe party. Some people actually shop the party looking for shoes. So let's see. Angela says, I have 3 skinny ball gowns. How can I sell them?
Put them on a mannequin, take a great picture, and throw them on Poshmark. Ball gowns, I know some people look for ball gowns on eBay. Put measurements on it because especially ball gowns are going to be a little bit different, but always, always, always add measurements to your listings. So if you can find a measurement chart in the stock photos, great. If not, you need to measure it yourself.
Yes. And skinny sizes sometimes are a little rough to sell.
They are.
Sometimes.
They are. Anything that's kind of smaller than a medium sells real slow for us.
Can be. Let's see. Lisa says, I don't have PayPal. Can I send a check?
For what?
I don't know. Maybe to Poshmark? I don't think they do that.
No, I think they do everything online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Orange Snapdragon says, thank you for all you do. I'm starting a Poshmark store, and I will be offering consignment to post for family and friends. Cool.
That's a good idea.
Trying to figure out pay split, thinking 50-50. Sound reasonable? Yeah, I mean, you just got to figure out, what's right.
Back in the day when I used to consign, I did a 50-50 split, and the biggest reason was it's their item, so you have no money invested in it, but you're doing all the work. And so just how much is your time worth? And so you have to recognize that, but also remember when you're discounting your items, if you're down to $2, that means that person's only making $1. So you might have to find out, do they have a bottom dollar on that item or do they want it back?
Right.
So you're going to have to kind of keep track of all of that, but it's definitely a good way to help people out.
Yep. Manuel says, hi guys, which liquidators you guys consider the best?
I usually have them all listed down in the description of every one of my videos, but some of my favorites are, of course, Bulq.com, Via Trading. I do Honcho Wholesale,
Direct
Liquidation, Wholesale Ninjas. Smart Lots is one I've done that I've been really pleased with. I'm sure I'm missing some.
Probably are.
Just check the description below. I usually have the links for those.
And when we go to ASD Market Week, we're looking for even more liquidators.
Yep. We're going to find out some new ones.
We will share all of those with you for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lisa says, no PayPal. Can I send a check? No, I don't think you can. Survivor says, same here with the autoimmune. Stop eating sugar, processed foods, yeast. Also try something else there. DK, I cannot pay with check on any platform. Yeah, I didn't think so. Christina says, I am nervous about shipping.
Well, if we're talking about Poshmark, don't worry about shipping, because all they do is when you sell it, they handle all of the shipping fees, all of the that kind of information, and they always ship priority mail. And so I usually get a lot of priority mail boxes. I buy the box number 7, the 1092, it's a long rectangular box, the 1095, it's a smaller one, the 1096. Those are all regular priority mailing boxes, not priority flat rate boxes.
Right.
You cannot use a flat rate box, just a regular priority box, but you get them all for free. Go to USPS.com. I also have a Poshmark shipping video that I have done, so check it out in my how-to section, where I actually list all the boxes, show you exactly what size they are, and I think I walk you through actually shipping an item in that video. So
and the shipping on Poshmark is probably the easiest platform.
It is, because you don't have to weigh it. I mean, the only time you make an adjustment on shipping is if the item weighs more than 5 pounds, which for clothing is not a big deal. But if you go into the household section and you're selling bedding and things like that. But if you can't find any of those videos that I am talking about, go ahead and shoot me an email at hookedonpickin.com, and I can definitely shoot you the link.
Very good. Manuel says it's okay to pay $39.99 on Amazon as a new seller or go by percentage. Let's see. It charges you, I believe, $1 per item, if I'm not mistaken.
If you don't have the pro seller account, it's $1 per item. So if you're going to sell less than 40 items a month, then just do the $1 per item. But if you go more than 40 items a month, you're definitely going to want to get the subscription, because then obviously it just makes everything cheaper that you list.
And it became a no-brainer pretty quick because of all the stuff we started sending into Amazon.
We send 200-300 things a month for sure.
Oh, sometimes a week.
Yeah, sometimes a week. Yeah.
Lisa says, I have the same problem: autoimmune, lupus, and rheumatoid arthritis. Good luck, survivor. Angela says, I've got 3 skinny ball gowns. How can I sell them? I think sometimes it's repeating there. Nancy says, hi.
We're a little bit behind, so if we don't answer your question right away, that might be why they repost it. And so, just let us catch up a little bit. We'll get there.
Nancy says, hi, you guys have really helped me. Thank you. Angela says, thanks, guys. That will help me a lot. Ron says, is promoting your listings on eBay worthwhile?
Yes. I have promoted listings. I don't spend a lot of money on promoting listings, but I have always found that promoting the listings usually gets the item sold better. And I think, unfortunately, that's how the way of eBay now. Unless it's a super unique item that somebody's specifically looking for, you're really not going to sell your item very well or for the price you want unless you do promote it. Unless you're really good at social media marketing, like throwing it on Instagram or Facebook, Facebook Marketplace, throwing links up there like that. But it becomes a lot easier to sell it if you do promote the listing. So it's worth it, I think.
Kathy says, I was wondering why you shared an item for me like 6 times. Thank you for explaining that. Sometimes what happens is I will get an item, somebody will share a whole bunch for me, and then I'll just systematically go through and they shared like 3 times, boom, 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 boom. And the more that particular item is shared, the more it goes up to the top of that particular feed. So hopefully that item has a better chance now of selling. That's my theory on it, at least. Let's see here. Yep. Survivor says, I heard that you can only share an item once to a party. Over and over doesn't work. Don't know if that's true. I haven't found that to be true. It seems like we can share all the time, unless it's part of the algorithm, and I don't know. That I can't see, of course, but it always allows me to share. Let's see. Michelle says Poshmark can pay you in a check or direct deposit, but you cannot pay a buyer with a check.
Yes.
Correct. Rosa says, how much have you made in a year? How much have we made in a year on Poshmark? Let's see. What did we make last year on Poshmark? I'm trying to remember the number right now. Let's see. In the first year in sales, we had just over $20,000. but that doesn't take into account for what we purchased the items for. I think we're closer to like the $11,000 to $12,000 mark, something like that. So, and I'm sure people can do a lot better than that. That's what we were
Well,
doing.
and we were pretty new to the game in the Poshmark. I really feel like this year we're going to probably double that for sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
We were selling a lot of Target clothes and Walmart clothes, and now we're selling Macy's and Amazon returns.
Yeah, and you saw some of those where I was only making $1.25.
Quarter, 50 cents.
Now we make always $2 or more, and a lot of times we're around the $20, $15 an item.
Right. Let's see. Michelle says, I'm taking on a huge consignment to all brand new toys, kind of nervous, but I know I can do it. Good. Kathy says, what do you think of the new Bulq announcement?
Oh, with the calculated shipping? I don't know yet about that because we haven't ordered anything new from them since the announcement. I think they're going to start around the 200 mark and then go up, but I don't know. I think it really depends on where you're at in reference to the actual warehouses. And I do know that they did say you'll get discounted shipping if you buy more than one pallet at a time.
Right.
So, and it does only affect pallets, not cases. So cases are still your standard flat rate of $30.
Right. I just ordered 2 cases 2 days ago, and there was no issue.
No change.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I do know that with the pallets, it shows the price now without the shipping included, whereas before it used to automatically calculate the 200 in, and so just be aware of that with your pricing.
Right.
When you're looking for something.
Rick says, do you have to share each item one at a time? Like if you have over 400 items on there, is there 400 shares several times a day?
Yes.
Yes. That is the nice thing. You feel like you actually can be very active in if your item sells, but it's also the negative.
It's the tedious part of Poshmark.
And I know that there's some resellers out there that have I think a really good thought that you need to keep your store closer to the 300 mark, and then that's easier to share, and it is.
Yeah.
What happens to us is we get these pallets or boxes, and we just get so much, and we want it all to get on there.
That we overwhelm our store sometimes. But on the flip side, there's more for people to look at.
Yep.
So one item might interest one person, another item might interest another person, and so it helps to kind of get more visibility to your store as well.
Right. DLC says, please see if there are any liquidators near New York at the trade show. Many thanks. Love you guys.
Okay, we'll do. We'll try to find location of most of the liquidators.
There's got to be. To be in New York, right? I mean, there has to be somewhere close. If not,
I don't know. Real estate in New York isn't.
Well, that could be it. But
expensive.
I'm sure there's warehouses that could be found cheaper there.
Thanks again for the one who gave us the super chat too of the $5.
Yes. Let's see, who was that? If I can get to it, Margaret Hall, $5.
Thanks,
says,
Margaret.
Thank you guys for being such an inspiration. Thank you. That's very kind.
Awesome.
Honestly, I can't see the thumbs up on here, but if you would like to thumb up the video, please do so. If you'd like to donate, feel free to donate. Let's see. Angela says, how can I buy a cup with your sign on it or your logo on it?
Oh, I do have coffee cups available on Teespring. If you look in the link in the description below, there's a way that you can just order a coffee cup with, it says hooked on Pickin and in the end Jesus wins on the other side.
Should be a banner right underneath the video that should have some of the
not
merch.
always, but the link, the Teespring link for merchandise is down in the description. So you can buy any of those kinds of things on there. So just go ahead and make your purchase there.
Exactly. Let's see. Wholesale Hunter says, unrelated question. When tithing, am I to tithe from gross or net income? Well, tithing is an Old Testament principle of 10% of your income, what you brought in. Okay? New Testament principle is that you be a cheerful giver.
Of whatever the amount.
Well, whatever the amount, be a cheerful giver. So if you're able to put $20 in the offering plate, praise God, do it. If you're able to put $200,000 in the offering plate, praise God, do it. My mind would be blown away at church, and my accounting committee would have strokes. But the principle is do all things to honor God in what you're doing there. Okay? So if that helps, if not, send Heather a chat, and I'll send you a whole sermon on it. Let's see. Where am I?
He's trying to find a spot.
I know, it jumped on me.
So Again, I said this at the beginning, so I'm going to say it right now while he's hunting down where we were at on chatting. We are going to be at the ASD Market Week in Las Vegas from March 22nd to the 25th. The trade show there, we're going to be finding a bunch of new liquidators. But we are doing a meet and greet that Tuesday night, the 24th, at the Fresco Italiana at the Westgate Resort and Casino Hotel, which is right next door to the convention center. The first 10 people get a meal paid for by Hooked on Pickin. We are filling up super fast. I think we only got 2 spots left, I think, is it.
There's only one.
Maybe only one. I'll have to look. Yeah. I have my list written down. But so if you do want to come, we'd still love to have you there, but you have to notify me because we're reserving seating in the restaurant. And they usually max out at 10, which is why we chose 10. But we can see if we can do some finagling to get some extra people in there. If not, if you were out there and you can't make the Tuesday night meet and greet, then, shoot me an email while we're out there. Maybe we can just meet up in the convention center sometime and chat. So we'd love to meet you guys and kind of get your guys' insight on where you're at in your reselling business. So I'm sure you'll find your spot now.
Yes, I have. Rosa says, I bought my first pallet from Via Trading. What advice can you give me?
List it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
That's the one thing is a lot of people get excited about getting the stuff and then it just sits there. So list it as soon as possible. If you want any in-depth advice, you can also call me for a consultation call. I've been doing a lot of them this week. I've been really excited to chat with you guys. The other thing too is when I was talking about ASD, just shoot me an email at hookedonpickin.com for that info.
Very good. Christina says, that is great, thank you. Manuel says, how many items can I sell on eBay as a first-time seller?
When you first open a store, it'll usually give you a limitation, 10 items. If you have a good selling history, all you have to do is call and they can up that to around 25, then to 50, then to 100. If you wait for them to raise your amount, it usually takes a little bit longer. So contacting them usually is the best way to get increased, but you have to be a good seller. Ship your stuff on time, have good customer feedback, all that kind of stuff.
Right. Carmen says, the newest Poshmark labels state that you are authorized to use any priority box, including flat rate in regional boxes. Yes, I think I did see something like that.
Good to know.
Yeah. Southern Unlimited says, yeah, I totally use flat rate boxes.
Okay.
Ron says, is thrifting the same Goodwill or Salvation Army store once a week too often? Ooh, it depends on that particular store.
If you're in a high population area, I think you could go every single week. But to be honest, just every time you go, if you keep seeing the same things and nothing new, then maybe every other week might be the option.
Yep.
So you're going to have to kind of gauge how often they replenish their items.
It's odd. I have 3 close to me, and one is in Edwardsville. It's an excellent place to thrift.
It's a college town, though.
College town, and it's in a more of an...
affluent neighborhood.
Yes. A lot of rich people. And
people that make more money than us.
And you'll find some amazing stuff that they'll donate that way. So, and it's great to be able to do that. There's also a Savers that seems to turn over their stuff real well. But then there's another Goodwill in that same town of the Savers that I could go in at once a month. And it just doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of new stuff that they're putting out.
It's always the same and not well organized.
Okay, let's see here. Christine says, what do you do with the items that do not sell on Amazon? Do you have it shipped back to you?
Yes, I have an automatic return set up on my account where once it hits the 6-month mark, it gets shipped back to me. And so then I make a decision, do I donate it? Do I put it on eBay? Do I put it on Hooked on Pickin? Things like that. Because if it hasn't sold in 6 months on Amazon, then it's probably not going to sell. So a lot of times that stuff gets donated.
Sure. Norma Wheeler says, did Poshmark stop using flat rate boxes? I've always used flat rate with them. I know we couldn't use them before, but didn't they change the rules
well,
with
and
that?
I think they just answered that question.
Yes,
So
I
yes,
think so.
flat rate is allowed.
Christy says, sometimes I have a hard time finding stock photos on Google. Any tips on how to search better?
If you have a manifest, utilize the UPC number or the title that they give you. If you don't have a manifest, like let's say it's a Macy's box, a lot of times we'll actually go to the Macy's website and then Google search any information we find on the tag or the UPC there, and a lot of times we can find stock photos that way if you know what store it comes from.
Very good. Southern Unlimited says, I've even checked with my United States Postal Service and they said all good on the flat rate boxes.
Perfect.
XK says, do you guys sell on Facebook Marketplace as well? And is it a good platform?
Yes, I actually just put a video out on my sales on Facebook Marketplace and how to make a listing 2 days ago. So yes, Facebook Marketplace has been amazing for me. I sold all the TVs on Facebook Marketplace.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, and so I mean I donated too, but yeah, it's been really great, especially for those items I don't want to ship because they're just massively heavy or massively huge or breakable. So,
It is amazing how much she does on Facebook Marketplace, and we were just like, what, one item we thought, let's give it a shot, and then boy, that sold so quickly.
he'll come home and I'm like, I just sold about $100 on Facebook Marketplace. He's like, what?
Yeah.
So
let's see here.
Thanks again, Margaret Hall, for the $5 super chat. That's so awesome.
Yeah. Let's see.
I got my coffee. It's caramel and French vanilla today.
Michelle says it will only pop up once in the party no matter how many times you share it.
Good to know. Thanks.
I did not hear that before. Sarah says, would you guys suggest selling on Poshmark as an income supplement? If so, what 2 categories do you suggest to start with?
Yes, and women's clothing.
Yeah.
Stay away from kids' clothes. They just don't sell really well unless they're really, really high end. Like we sold these golf shoes for kids for a decent price, but most kids' clothes doesn't sell really well on Poshmark. You're gonna get $1 to $2 for it, just because you can find so many brand new kids' clothes at like garage sales and thrift stores for super cheap. So women's clothes, I would say anything a size large or up sells the best. So plus sizes always sell better.
XK says, oh, by the way, the word I found the closest to sounding like my name is soulful. I like that.
Yes.
Soulful. Unusual Vintage says, thumbs up, everyone. Yes, please do. Angela says, how much are the cups?
The coffee cups?
I can't remember.
I can't remember. They're not crazy expensive, though.
No. Nancy says, do you use an app or something to print the small labels for Amazon?
Yes. Oh, I don't use an app, but I use a Dymo Turbo 450 label writer is what I normally use. So speaking of the cups, I am getting some new merch made from a friend of mine. That the Hooked on Pickin logo you've seen on my little softball ones, I'm getting some plain gray t-shirts with that same exact logo. It's really, really nice and crisp and clear. And so I'll be showing those probably, I'm hoping, by next week and making those available. And those will be ones that are actually going to be on hand, shipped directly from Hooked on Pickin.
Very good. Let's see. Robert says, sorry, this may be unrelated, but do you guys have a reseller's permit, and how do you go about getting one?
It's different for each state. We currently run off sole propriety, so we don't have a reseller's permit, but we're looking into it this year simply because there's a lot of liquidators we want to jump into buying from that require it. And so it depends on your state, so just call your state and find out what you need to do there.
Yes, and some liquidators, depending on the state that they're in, won't sell you unless you have a reseller's license. Kathy says, enjoy the sunshine while you're there. I'm from the deserts, but I live in Missouri now.
Gotcha.
Okay. God's Third Acre says, have you seen on Bulq that when you buy Target lots that you have to cross through certain brand names before reselling? Yes, that is a policy that a lot of liquidators say that. They say, hey, would you please mark through the barcode? Which I don't think any reseller ever does. I'm just telling it how it is.
I think it's a way to kind of cover their behind by putting the disclaimer on their website.
Right. What Target doesn't want, or Walmart, or any of these folks, they don't want somebody to walk in and try to return the item
that they got out of a liquidation box.
But like Walmart's gotten smart, you know, that if you try to go and return it, and like if you did it on your card, they know if you actually purchased that on their card. And,
they also, Walmart only lets you return 3 items a year without a receipt.
At least we know they used to. And they always change their policies from time to time. But I mean, that's to try to keep from things like that happening. And that's why they're saying to mark through the barcode. Let's see. Deborah says, hello, I love your videos. Kiss from Portugal.
Portugal?
Sounds exotic and fun, doesn't it? Christina says, FBMP is great. I sold a door like a door. Oh, Facebook Marketplace is great. I sold a door in like a day. Yes, we have noticed that is going very well.
We usually sell pretty fast. I also do boost my listings on Facebook Marketplace. I'll just spend like $3 to boost a listing. But if you're selling something for $60 or $70, which is normally kind of the price range, anywhere from $50 and up is normally what I sell on Facebook Marketplace, it's worth it to spend the $3 to boost your listing to get more visibility on those yard sale sites.
Right. Getting Slim says, question, I just started selling on Amazon and the customer said they never received the item even though it shows delivered. How have you handled that before?
Contact Amazon customer service and see if they can't track it. And then I usually will send an email to the customer saying you need to contact your United States Postal Service or UPS or whatever platform it was being shipped on, and kind of put the ball in their court. But just send that email through Amazon. And then also contact Amazon and kind of you can either open a case or they'll open a case, but just respond as professionally as possible, because Amazon may refund them and not take the money from you. You may still be able to keep the profits as long as you're professional. But if it looks like it was your error, then it could possibly be that they take the money from your account. So just be as professional as possible. A lot of times they'll just let both parties keep the money.
We have had the post office, when they picked up our items, they scanned them as they were delivered to the customer.
Yes.
And that we get all kinds of, hey, it's delivered and it's not here.
It'll say,
no, it's not delivered.
It says it's delivered in Trenton, and I'm like,
no, it's not.
They just picked it up. And then once they get to the next scanning point, it does readjust. And so you may want to tell your customer that too. Check the tracking yourself. If it says delivered at your location, then it was a mistake by the postal carrier.
Very good. Denise, or I think it's actually Dennis. Dennis says RN hashtag and style hashtag can be searched for stock photos.
Yes.
Jenny says when you project what you will make on Amazon, do all those items usually sell for that price? Awful close to what Heather
Pretty
says.
close. Yeah, I don't do a lot of price adjusting on Amazon just because we get it shipped in, and we usually get the buy box right away, and then it just sells. And usually because we only have one or two, we're not fighting for a long time on the buy box.
Usually, yeah. Carmen says, I'm hooked on your videos ever since I stumbled upon them.
Awesome.
I'm really curious about how much the TV/coffee maker, etc. pallet cost. TV.
Oh, that was the Smart Lots one.
It was $2,200, I thought.
I think so, yeah.
I think it was $2,200. I'd have to look back at our records, but I think so.
But we sold all the TVs.
Or was that we were going to make 22? I don't know. I'm trying to remember that.
We were going to make.
We try hard to put what we paid for it on there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Do we have another super chat?
Yes, Christine Stokes donated $5. Says thank you for all the great tips.
Awesome.
Thank you guys. You're very, very kind for that.
We got 120 people on right now.
That's great. Do you want to remind them about the AST Market Week?
Yes, so we're going to AST Market Week in Las Vegas, Nevada, and so we're going to be there March 22nd through the 25th, and we're going to do a meet and greet on the 24th, right next door to the Convention Center in Las Vegas at the Westgate Resort and Casino Hotel at the Fresco Italiana restaurant on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. If you would like to meet and greet us there, please shoot me an email. We already have 9 slots taken of the 10. We can see if we can expand the meet and greet with a reservation, but most tables only hold 10. And we have told everybody, if you watch some of our past videos, that the first 10 people will get a free meal on Hooked on Pickin at that restaurant. And so we just really want to meet you and get to know you. You guys have been so faithful watching all the time, and so we want to afford that opportunity. Since we live in the Midwest and we don't often get out to the West Coast, we would love to be able to meet you face to face and know when we see your name on here exactly what you look like and kind of your story. So we look forward to a really fun night of just chatting for, a couple of hours over dinner and being able to meet you. If you can't make that meeting time, please let us know. We'd love to maybe just bump into you during the convention center stuff. I think that's it. Just shoot me an email at hookedonpickin.com if you intend to go, so that I can mark you down.
Yes.
And then I will let you know whether or not you're going to be one of the paid meals or not. And so that will help out.
Joanne has a question. She says, do you recommend retail arbitrage for selling on FBA or wholesale like Bulq?
We started with retail arbitrage just because you know the condition for sure, and you know exactly what it looks like. You know it's brand new. You know it's Amazon worthy. When it comes to wholesale bulk, you have to recognize that there's going to be a good percentage that you might not be able to sell on Amazon. And so if you want to be primarily an Amazon seller, resale arbitrage is the way to go. If you're going to buy the wholesale bulk, yes, it comes straight to your door, but you're going to have to diversify onto other platforms to make your money back. You can't just stick to Amazon. You will not make your money that way. You may barely break even or maybe lose money, but you've got to utilize eBay, Poshmark, other platforms where you can sell things that are maybe not in as pristine condition.
Very good. Let's see. Angela says, laugh out loud, very funny. Soulful says, which liquidator would you recommend to start with?
I like Bulq because of their manifests. But if you like the mystery and the possibility of making a bunch of extra money, any of the other ones I named, like Via Trading, Wholesale Ninjas, Smart Lots, Honcho Wholesale, those I've all had great products come from. If you like clothing, I really love Honcho Wholesale. We get some pretty high-end stuff from them. It's been really great.
I really like Via Trading because, like, we called them yesterday and we're like, hey, what do you got? And so this stuff wasn't even on their, website or anything. Boom, he's got these hats, right?
Yep.
NCAA hats. They just got. They're like,
we're getting 2 boxes of them, which
great.
is really cool. And the cool thing is boom, I had the invoice yesterday, paid for it. I guarantee you they're shipped first thing this morning.
And it'll be perfect.
Yeah.
Getting those on the store soon. Let's see. Michelle says, oops, I never knew that. I have never crossed through the barcode. Neither have we. God's Third Acre says, do you sell any merchant fulfill on Amazon or only FBA?
Yes, we do some merchant fulfill, and the reason for that is a lot of times they'll have overstocked inventory. They don't want it at the warehouse, or the main reason we do merchant fulfill is certain items with a chemical content, not anything crazy dangerous, but like hairsprays, aerosol cans in general don't go to the warehouse. Anything with a lithium battery doesn't go to the warehouse. Perfumes don't go to the warehouse. So whatever they deem hazmat, we will sell merchant fulfill. And we do pretty good on those things. So you just recognize, though, when you sell merchant fulfill, they charge the customer maybe like $4.99 shipping, and a lot of times it will cost you around $8 to ship the item if it's going really far away from your location. And so just be aware of that when pricing your items on Merchant Fulfill. It might not be worth it to do it.
Correct. Kim says hi from mid-Michigan.
Awesome. Hello, fellow Michigander.
We have another couple 2 donations.
Awesome.
Dikione donated $3.99. Thank you for that. And Unusual Vintage donated $5.
I love his little coffee gift. That was
awesome. Bird with coffee. That's pretty cool. Unusual Vintage donated $5. Says thank you to two wonderful YouTube resellers that are transparent and so helpful. And say hi to Janet. Well, that's nice.
Will do.
Waiting for her crafting show. Laugh out loud. That would be cool. That would be cool.
Awesome.
Gotta love your mama.
Yes.
Let's see. Where am I at? Rogers Discount says, just stopped in to say hi from Arizona. And thanks, Heather and Paul, for all the info.
Also, just so you know, we're going to do a live unboxing tomorrow at noon. So if you guys can tune in, that would be awesome. But it will stay out on the Hooked on Pickin YouTube channel, so you can watch it later. So if you are working during the day, then don't worry. You'll still be able to catch it. But we will do a live unboxing tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time.
Midwest Mama's Adventures says, hi, you two. I'm listening to you in the background while I'm listening.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Very nice. And then we had Aline Robinson donated $5.
Awesome. Thank you. I love your little icon.
I know.
It's like
cool.
bouncing and happy.
Is that a bird or a pear?
It's a pear. It's a pear with a workout headband.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Cool.
Gotta love gifts.
That's me when I'm unboxing.
That's right. Let's see. Crazy Lady says,
I love your name, Crazy Lady. That's amazing. Sorry. She's self-proclaimed crazy.
Yeah, that's right. Says, I made it to a live chat finally.
Awesome.
Welcome, Crazy Lady. Everybody needs a crazy lady on your chat. You
absolutely.
know? Sarah says, retail RB what?
Retail arbitrage simply is the very fancy word for go out to Walmart, scan everything, buy off the clearance rack, and then flip it online. That's all it means.
Yep.
Just buying it, and sometimes it doesn't have to be clearance. Sometimes it's full price, but you can flip it on Amazon for even more money. That's all it means.
You would be shocked that, you think Walmart is everywhere or Target is everywhere, but they're not. So people will buy that same thing that they sell in Walmart for $9.99. They'll buy it for $24.99 online. Mm-hmm. So we
found that to be the case with bundled items too.
Yes,
because not every Walmart will have all 3 of those items, and so we would be able to. We used to bundle these Crayola soaps together.
They were so good.
But then somebody else figured it out, and now we don't sell those anymore.
To ruin the party. Angela says, "Oh man, I wish I could go to meet you guys, but I'm not able to have a fun night."
So we hope you have some fun nights. I mean,
I'm sorry.
Surely you can have fun without us.
Yeah.
What we're going to try to do is we're doing some traveling this summer as well, and it would be neat to maybe set up some other meet and greets in other parts of the country. So we still have to run our business here in the Midwest, but we'd like to, in the future, if this meet and greet goes well, we'll probably set up some future ones.
Heather's writing a
ebook.
This one's on Poshmark, so she's working on it, which is great. Yeah. She'll do great on it. So then she'll go on a book tour.
Right.
Name unknown says, did you buy anything from the last ASD market?
Yes, we
bought
did.
Quite a bit, actually.
All of our bling hats we found a supplier there. A lot of our purses, we found a supplier there. Although we're going to look differently now because we had just barely stepped into Poshmark at the time, and so we're really going to look for a lot of clothing and stuff that we can replenish.
We had this crazy idea. It might not be so crazy, but to actually have an HOP line.
Hooked on Pickin line.
Hooked on Pickin. Hooked on Pickin.
Everything that is all my, all the shirts that I steal from my liquidation boxes. So it'd be really cool if we could get that style. That would be kind of particular to me because it's really a style that looks good on everybody, I think. And so we're going to get some of those kinds of things and look for suppliers that can actually brand it for us and have it be specific to.
They had a whole floor, a whole level.
Of clothing, purses, jewelry.
Everything you could imagine. And they're just like, hey, you buy 50 of these, we'll put your brand on it. You know, I'm like, well, that's just opens up whole new world possibilities. Yeah. Let's see. Michelle says, are you guys interested in toys, VTech, Disney, Joho, Siwi, mini arcades, and so much more?
Yes, send me an email, hookedonpickin.com.
Absolutely. Angela says, what is the lowest and the highest you've paid for pallets? We paid $1,700 for one pallet. I think that was the highest one single pallet.
One single pallet. We have bought 11 pallets in one case at a time.
Right.
That was
our biggest purchase.
12, what was it?
Yeah, it was like $11,000.
Yeah.
Well, no, it wasn't $11,000.
No.
It was more like $7,000, I think.
$7,000 for that many, but for a single pallet, we've paid $1,700.
Lowest for a pallet? We've paid like
$200.
Like $200 for the pallet, and then shipping it to us was $200. So
we're on the $300-$400 range. Has been the lowest, and that includes shipping.
Right.
And the $1,700 also included shipping. So thanks again for the super chats from who were they from again? Unusual Vintage and DKone.
Yep. Angela says I started. Okay.
She started.
I started.
Awesome.
I started watching you guys last week. I think you guys are great.
Awesome.
Thank you, Angela. Sheriff Seeker says, if an LL Bean men's shirt has a magic marker strike through the label, is it still sellable on eBay?
You can sell it on eBay, yes, but I wouldn't price it as new with tags. You would have to definitely price it in a different condition.
Through the barcode?
Through the tag.
Through the tag?
Sounds like something Goodwill would do. Remember they do that all the time?
Yes, sometimes Goodwill will actually mark on the label of the shirt.
Yeah, like the tag here.
We don't sell them that as new.
Yeah, so just to take a picture of it, be very transparent on eBay.
And that's a big no-no on Amazon.
Yeah, don't send that into Amazon.
Let's see. Michelle says, Funko Pop, Marvel, Pokemon, and things I can't remember right now.
Yeah, shoot me an email.
Ordy says, howdy.
Ordy, howdy. Howdy, Ordy. That's just fun to say.
Kim Crane says, coffee mugs are $9.99 to $12.99 on Teespring.
There you go.
Great.
Thanks.
Great. Joanne says, where do I go in Amazon Seller Central to have my settings set to return my unsold items after 6 months?
Boy.
I'm having trouble figuring out
I'd have to go on the hunt for that because I did it probably about 5 or 6 years ago. Just shoot, you can do an email to their help section and just say, how do I have my inventory automatically removed after 6 months and returned to me, or disposed, either one, and they'll probably be able to give you some sort of a walkthrough step-by-step process. That's what I would suggest. Just shoot them an email. That's the easiest way, and then you don't have to sit around and wait for their response.
Right. Angela says, what is your thought about the new bulk shipping?
I don't really have an opinion one way or another. I think when you buy multiple pallets, it'll probably be better for a lot of people. That's if you have the space. And so I know the cases are the same. They're still $30 flat rate. And so I have not seen a real big price change for us yet, but we really haven't ordered any big bulk pallets since the change. So we'll kind of keep you updated on that, let you know what the difference will be as we do bulk unboxings of pallets.
Aline says, would your Goodwill card work in Australia?
Oh, any thrift store. The Goodwill reseller card, yes.
Oh,
any,
yeah.
Any thrift store, it's really good for. And so, yeah, I definitely think that it would work because it's primarily for Goodwill because that's where I kind of started a lot of my thrifting. But it will work for any thrift store. We use it in Savers all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And any other just local thrift store.
She's talking about the reselling cards. You want to tell them that you've done the digital?
Yes, so on Hooked on Pickin, I have a bunch of digital resources that I just made available, which means as soon as you buy it, you're going to get an immediate email directly to you. And I do have my reseller cards for $5 cheaper now if you get the digital download instead of the hard copy. If you want the hard copy, I am still selling the hard copy. I just had a couple bought in the last couple of days, so don't get those confused. It does say digital copy in the title, but you'll get an automatic email with the PDF. But I've also got things like how to give out of your business, how to pay yourself, things like that, a bunch of PDFs that I've made for you guys, and so a bunch of resources that you might find interesting. So check it out at hookedonpickin.com. Should be right there on the main page.
Very good. Kathy says, hi, guys. Kim says, I didn't see any tumblers on Teespring.
Yes, I do not have tumblers on Teespring.
Just the coffee cups, I think.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to look into getting tumblers made because our friends 4 miles down the road will make tumblers for around $20. One's similar to this, but they're black and they're like the Yeti ones. They're similar to the Yeti ones.
Let's see. God's Third Acre says, what does ASD stand for? And would you consider having someone just come and observe as you work? I don't live too far away.
Are you saying you're going to stalk us while we're there? No, come. We'd love to run into you and kind of, you know.
Are you saying you live in around the Nevada area, like around the Las Vegas area? I think it's worth going just seeing. And
it doesn't cost anything.
Yeah. If you sign up online, it doesn't cost anything.
It costs $45 if you get there and sign up. But it doesn't cost anything if you sign up online and just sign up as a buyer because an exhibitor is something totally different. But yeah, sign up as a buyer online. All you have to do is just give your information out. But yeah, it'd be cool to run into you and maybe do the meet and greet.
It's just... It would be one of those things.
It blows your mind when you go. That's all I'm going to say. It's
We're much more prepared going into it our second time. We have a plan. We didn't have a plan. We thought we had a plan the first time, but then you walk into these trade shows and it's just like, oh my word, every 6 feet there's somebody selling something different. I don't know what I'm doing.
We went in 2018 in August, and we do have some videos out there. They're not the best quality because we tried to do some live streaming and we kept dropping. So you can watch them to just get an idea of what it even looks like.
Yep.
But we're going to try to do some better video footage this next go around.
Exactly.
So do we have a super chat?
Yes, Soulful. Says,
Soulful.
you guys keep inspiring me. People, you're awesome.
Thanks.
Donated $2.
Nice.
Very kind. Kathy says, how many listings per day should you list to make this a full-time job? Depends on what you're selling, really.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're selling like what we were, the Target clothes, and you're making like $2 every time a shirt sells.
Yeah, you gotta list a lot.
List a lot.
My suggestion is list everything, but give yourself goals. You don't want to have it be so life dominating that all you're doing is working and not actually living your life. Because the whole point in doing this job is so you can live the life you want to live.
Right.
Yes, bring in extra income as a needed thing, but then eventually you get to spend time with your family.
And now Heather's life is perfect. She has no stress in her life.
Yeah, right.
There's no difficulty.
Sin still exists in the world, so there's stress.
Yeah. Angela says, that's very cool. You guys do what you do. Angela says, you are very welcome. Let's see. God's Third Acre says, I live in Indiana. I mean observing you at your garage.
Well, I mean, if you want to take the trek down here, we can maybe see if we can set up a time, but we'll have to see. My life is crazy.
Yep, on that. We could maybe, just contact Hooked on Pickin maybe?
Yeah, just shoot me an email at hookedonpickin.
Yep.
Was that Angela you said her name was?
No, that was God's Third Acre, so I don't know exactly
who it
is. Rick says, please give a thumbs up to the great family for all their help. Awesome. Yes, I don't see the thumbs up because I'm looking at it here.
Do you want me to go see how many we have?
That's okay.
All right.
That's okay.
We'll see.
I don't want you to have to unplug your microphone. Let's see. Angela says, where all do you sell? I just started, so I got some Amazon and Posh, but haven't gotten bites from there. I've only been
lucky on Marketplace.
Okay, so Poshmark you have to share, and so check out my sharing video. I'll try to tag it at the end, as well as the Super Saturday sales that we've been talking about. That was the initial reason we came on, was talking about our discounting methods and our tips and tricks and how we, buffering.
Oh, I think we're back.
We're back. Maybe?
Hold on, I'm going to wave and see if it catches up.
There
okay,
it
all right,
goes.
we're
All
good.
right,
We're
now
good.
we're back. Okay. And so check out our Super Saturday sales for Poshmark. The question was,
What other
where do
platforms
we
to
sell?
sell on?
Okay, check the link in the description because I've got my eBay store and my Poshmark store. I do have a Hooked on Pickin Facebook page, and I do sell on Facebook Marketplace. We also sell garage sale. We do a garage sale twice a year, and then of course Amazon FBA.
Yep. Let's see. D. Keone says, you guys are amazing. Nice to see the free-flowing, valuable info you give to the reselling community. Wish everyone was as positive as you. Both very inspiring. Love you both.
Because we love Jesus. That's why we're positive.
It does help loving Jesus.
It does help.
He's worthy to be loved.
Yes.
Let's see. Stacy says, I just got online. What is happening in Las Vegas and when?
Oh, we're going to the ASD Market Week. It's a big, huge trade show from March 22nd to the 25th. We are doing a meet and greet on the 24th, Tuesday, 8 p.m. at the Fresco Italiano Westgate Resort. And so if you want to meet us there, the first 10 people get a free meal. We're filling up. I think we only have one slot left. And so just check with me to see if we can even increase the reservation. But right now you have to check with me in order to do the meet and greet there. If you're just planning on going to the trade show, it is free. So go ahead and check it out if you live anywhere near there. And then we might be able to just bump into each other at the convention center if you can't do the Tuesday night meet and greet. So, but we're there to work. So, you know, yes, we'd love to chat, but you can just hang out with us a little bit.
It shuts down like at 6 o'clock each night. So.
Yeah. So in the evenings would be the best time to be able to catch up with us.
Yep. Let's see. Methel says hi from Canada.
Hi.
Unusual Vintage said there were 52. Lynn Lopez says there's 53 thumbs up.
Nice.
Jose Ramirez says God bless you. Lynn Lopez says 118 people watching. Please thumbs up too. Yes. Please.
Hi, Lynn, and thank you so much
Yes,
for
thank
continuing
you.
to support us on Patreon. She's an awesome supporter and has been there forever. So thank you
Great.
so much.
Sue H, are the items you sell on Amazon different than what you sell on other platforms?
Yes, we only sell new pristine items on Amazon. And I've also just recently put a few new things on Hooked on Pickin, so check that out if you haven't been to Hooked on Pickin lately.
Right.
So
we sell new stuff on the other platforms too. It's just the Poshmark clothes that we find, a lot of them you can't put on Amazon.
Yeah. They're either restricted brands where you can't sell them on Amazon, or they're not in the extreme pristine condition that I like to send into Amazon. I'm really picky what I send into Amazon because I kind of cherish my account and want to keep it.
Very good. Stacy says, Las Vegas, where and when? It's at the Convention Center. The Las Vegas Convention Center is
March
the AST
22nd through the 25th, which is a Sunday to a Wednesday. It's a trade show that starts early in the morning, usually ends at 6 most days. I think they do have a late night, twilight show or whatever, but we will be there. We were flying in on Sunday night, and so we will be there Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday as well. But we do most of our purchase orders on Monday and Tuesday because pretty much Wednesday is kind of a breakdown day for most of the exhibitors, but it's absolutely massive, just enormous. We usually walk about 10 miles every day in the convention center, but we're going to be in the area with the liquidators and be picking up some new liquidators and doing the meet and greet on Tuesday night at the Westgate Fresco Italiano.
Absolutely. Let's see. Michelle says, I'm going to look at tickets to Vegas now. I just don't like the 6-hour flight. Laugh out loud. I wonder how many hours is it for us?
It's like 3.5.
I think so. We're basically right in the middle of the
country. We fly out of
country.
St. Louis.
Yep.
Yeah.
Angela says, ever go to Washington? ? I would love to see you guys.
Washington State or Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
If it's Washington, D.C., we're actually going to be there this summer.
That's right. We're taking the kids on a family vacation to D.C., trying to see everything that you can out there. We'd like to do a White House tour. I think that would be kind of cool, but you got to get on this waiting list, and it's going to be a while, but I think we're going to sign up for that here soon.
We're going to try, yeah.
I think it'd be cool. It would just be kind of neat.
We're trying to take them out to D.C. before all our babies leave the home.
I know. We have 3 more years, and then
one of them
is heading to college. So
yeah.
Let's see. Stacy says thank you. Angela says state. Oh, Washington State.
Okay.
No, we haven't been to Washington State. We've been to California.
Yep.
Let's see. Lynn Lopez says, "Okay, cool. I'm in the DC area."
Oh,
neat.
nice.
That'd be kind of.
Don't worry. Just stay tuned to our channel. We'll kind of give you updates anytime we're going to travel anywhere and plan a meet and greet.
Sure. And we are caught up. And we are over an hour.
Yes, so we're going to kind of give you a recap of what we did talk about. If you want to know the detailed information, super detailed, watch my video from yesterday. Unfortunately, it did not notify people the way it normally does. So it's called Super Saturday Sales for Poshmark. Massive Super Saturday Sales. So check that out. I will try to link it at the end of this video. But we basically talked about how do we get so many sales on the weekend? Because last Saturday, we actually got 36 items sold for a really, really good profit. That's over $200 in sales. And so we are basically giving you the whole outline. The video from yesterday, I actually show you on the computer every single detailed step on how to do it. And you can do the exact same thing on your mobile device. It's just easier for me to record on the computer. And so watch that, check that out. Email us about ASD Market Week. If you want to become a patron, go ahead and become a patron. Thank you so much for all the people who did the super chats and did the thumbs up. It's awesome. If you don't know where the thumbs up is, just close your chat window, reopen it, and you can hit the thumbs up button. We love talking with you guys every Thursday. Again, just a reminder, live unboxing tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time. We will be here to answer some more of your questions and also show you all the fun stuff that we have. And then, of course, we'll do the listing video on Saturday. But we got some fun things up and coming for videos, and hopefully you enjoy them. So thanks so much. And remember to shoot me an email and check out my merchandise on Teespring if you're interested in any coffee cups. And we'll look into making some tumblers if you're interested in that. And remember, in the end, Jesus wins.